Alright. Now that I have this doing its final processing thing, I should really capitalize those two. Who cares? Let me show you the process that's been keeping me from uploading this for 2 weeks, since I planned to put this up 2 weeks ago. This is the first chunk. Dear God. It's simple enough to understand, like, just from this alone. We have, of course, the main footage. We have my audio tracks of, like, what I'm saying in chunks. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to actually, like, record all of it without stuttering over and saying, like. You get my point. I hate doing that. Can I mute this somehow? Thank you. We have, of course, as I was saying, the banner. We have the process by which I did these. Nice ordering, genius. Klee, her thing. I have... all these tracks are named after the characters that should be on them later on. And also, generally, where I'm putting all these. The ones that get away with this are, say, this text, Lisa, since there's nothing right there at the moment. And I think that's actually all out of... well, there's Duvall in there, but yeah, that was it out of place. And then, of course, we have the actual boat event, which... way easier. Another thing way easier, part 3, though. Chunk 2 of it. The beginning of it. Notice something about this? It's so much cleaner. It is so good. Oh, it's nice not having like 800 chunks of something. Oh, you saw it starts over again right there. And to defend myself, at least in chunk 1, I hadn't decided yet if I was going to do this or not. So I didn't record the first cutscenes and all that. This chunk, on the other hand, I just didn't think to do it. Which is entirely on me. All of this is on me. Lots of Razor, lots of Albedo. I didn't even bother giving these a, like, size and positioning filter. Which is what we use to actually... which is what's used to actually, move them out of the way. Like, we're getting increase, decrease size by scale. Move it around. It's a bit chunky right now, but who cares? I didn't do that with them. And I think I don't actually do it with, I don't think I actually do it with Albedo later on, too. This is nothing. I needed text for something, I believe, like further down the line. Right here. And the problem is I inserted it right here. But every time you delete something like this on a track in Shotcut, well, it moves everything down. So, I couldn't delete this. And I don't think I could have moved it either. I probably could have. Like, if I had done... after, like, 10 hours... move this all the way to, like, the very, very end. Is that far enough? Yes. So if I did that, then... yeah, okay, never mind. I could have done that, but... oh well, who cares? Razor is... okay, Razor did get shrunk, and I did the same thing with Albedo, as well as making Paimon point a gun at, his head. I just like this PNG of Paimon with a gun. It's great. Anyways, this is the... yeah. Thing defeated, fish bombing, Trial of the Vagabond Sword. Not the Vagabond Sword. The, like, Samurai Challenge thing, which I did on my first attempt. Hell yeah. Relief at long last. Welcome to Chunk 3. This first bit that I included as, like, a buffer between Chunk 3 and 4, like, Acts 3 and 4, is, like, me before completing the Midsummer Island Adventure event. Where I was just doing my thing. I wanted to check in on my Serenity pot and all that. I'm like, alright, let me go. I try and nothing. Wait, what? God, that is bizarre, actually. Like, why did it not let you? This chunk, I wish I had found the part about Alice saying you should ask the traveler with you about it, because she does directly mention how we are in fact a traveler from another world. This is good enough for me though, because we have like the super specific you're a race blessed with longevity. We have the bits where she says goodbye, let's go. I'm not too worried about it, and I mean, yeah, it's easy enough. The island bits. This is, hold up. This is the bit where it's like the game paused and yeah, the world. Freaking, if you look at the hilly trails in the background and all that, it's like you're seeing the world activate. I'm pretty sure I was just tabbing out at the time, using like freaking Map Genie to track chests and stuff. I'm pretty sure that's about it. I think it's funnier to call it the world though. Here we have boat. Explaining boat. I do think it's a great like concept for the game, you know? Like being able to actually traverse over long periods of water without needing like Kaya or some ice like cryo user to actually freeze the water for you and traverse slowly. It would make heading to that nameless isle in North Mondstadt like easier. Are we done? Cue the one music. Admittedly, well, I'll get to that one when we get to the master version of the project. I should have included the other three briefly, like, shown in this one, but eh. Again, I don't like combat events. I just included, like, a clip of each of these, and I also learned to space out my stuff. In the transition, it has like you can see right here faintly the key bits of like the challenge thing fading out as this all happens. Also, I do like my timing with this, whereas it's like it has that perfect fade as Diluc collapses. I think that's a perfect way to end the video. I really do. And here's the last bit. Honestly, easier. This is just me putting in the video bits, which 2 minutes in? Yeah, about 3 minutes in. It's like just putting into 3 chunks, which comes to about 13 minutes. Which I'm surprised about. I was thinking it would be longer. Oh well, though. For the tracks, whenever I had to use them in this, I cut off the very beginning-ish of Holy Small Fry, since there is a bit of, like, ambience and build-up to it. I just made it so it has, like, the brief bit of build-up, and then that was it. I cut out the beginning of the Wind Waker Symphonic movement, included only Outset Isle and Deja Vu. Yeah, this is still the outset bit, isn't it? I think so. And then this is the, end up with that component, and yeah, that's the, pirate ship theme. We have the actual main ocean theme, which I reused later on, because I actually ran out of music. I ran out of Wind Waker. The chunk, that's me going, this is Avengers level threat. The rest of the ocean theme. And then the Wind Waker main, like, melody. Where it's like the flute beginning at, like, the title screen thing, I should say. Yeah, it's that for this bit. And then straight back to Ocean because I don't have any more. Yeah, here, and then it just, I cut it off, like, I let it fade out and finish off me rambling for, are we done? Oh, thank God. And this actually filled up, like, the rest of it, surprisingly. Which is really nice. If it's not apparent by this, I do have a thing for Toho Project, but that's neither here nor there. Is that cut off early? It is. Hmm. I do. Did it end kind? It did end kind of abruptly, actually. Now I think about it. Oh well, mistakes happen. Although I think it'd be better to go by the beliefs of Bob Ross. There's no such thing as a mistake. Only a happy little accident that it ends just right. Anyways, that was my torture and having to run around, put these guys right where they should be. Wait a minute, I just realized, why is it showing Razor? Oh, that's right, we're on, like, this bit. I was like, wait a second, Razor's not in this file project. No, but that is. The 3 chunks, the 3 songs. I find that now that putting them in this playlist thing is so much more useful, especially for the PNGs of these. Being able to actually, like, take it and move it down, and if you delete, like, a chunk of it that you still need to use, but you don't want to mess with the rest, you can just move another down. I'm just rambling at this point. I'm sorry, but it's like the chunks 1 and 3 were the thing really discouraging me because I had to move all those PNGs around and do all that. If anything, it's mostly just because it was tedious work and not especially hard work. It's done now at least, and I do plan to bring you this and 2 other things before my next major upload. So for the next major upload, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. As well, for this actually, it'll be next week. Yeah, timeline. Regardless, I'll see you guys for the final bit to that GTA session I had going. I'll see you guys then. End scene.